joined by head men's basketball coach Lance Ignatz and senior guard Christoph Narin. Coach, you wrapped up fall practice about over a week ago. Could you summarize the fall and just discuss the challenges you faced?
Yeah, the fall was very interesting, to say the least, dealing with the COVID, and we battled some injuries. We first had a late start once they arrived back on campus. School started August 10th. We couldn't get in the gym until September, it's like around the 7th or 8th, I think. So the guys were kind of on their own up until that point. I didn't have any say in what they were doing. They did a good job, I felt, of managing to stay in somewhat shape and doing what they needed to do outside of here. The COVID stuff, we got about 2 weeks in September and had a positive test, so we had to quarantine for 2 weeks and got back at it, and we're doing good up until about 2 weeks ago, and we had 15 days of practice in and had another positive test, so had to get sent home early. Had missed out on about 4 or 5 days of extra work we could have got in. But overall, I thought it went pretty well, dealing with the few injuries we had and the limitations. So overall, pretty good.
What you saw in the fall, looking ahead, just what are your overall thoughts and expectations for the spring? It's going to be, a battle out there, conference-only schedule.
Yep.
It's a pretty deep conference. So, just what are your thoughts and what are you looking at?
My expectations are high. I told the guys from the get-go, no matter who you are, my standards are extremely high. So my expectations are high, and they need to do what they need to do to live up to those expectations. We've had success here from the time the program started with Coach Gibbons, and our success here with Coach Link the first few years. So my expectations are what tradition's been here. So nothing's changed in that regard. So I thought they've done a good job of doing what I asked so far up until this point.
Christoph, going over to you, what was preseason like from a player's viewpoint? What was challenging for you and the rest of the team?
I would say the most challenging part was trying to get shots up on your own. After practice, most of the guys, you want to stay around, but the restrictions with COVID, we have to get out of the gym and the gym shuts down. Or before practice, we can't really get in because the girls are practicing due to COVID restrictions as well. Yeah.
Staying with you, in a normal year, the season is already underway. You're getting used to the flow of the season and whatnot. So, how do you stay focused and sharp during this extended break until you come back in late December?
Just getting out and running, putting up shots on your own if you can. And Coach also gave us a packet with all our plays and stuff in it, so I look over that pretty much every day to make sure that I know exactly what I'm doing in each position, in each play. So.
Back to you, Coach. Looking at the roster, it's going to be a difficult season. You have 3 returners and a handful of transfers and a few freshmen. Mm-hmm. So, how has it been trying to rebuild this roster and getting all these new guys familiar with the system and ready for this season?
It has been 2 challenges. It's been exciting, molding all of us together and trying to blend the differences. The 3 returners, even the returners were all still new, considering as I took over for this year, been coming from the assistant position. They understood my personality, but not how I was going to do stuff. So it's all been trying to get everybody on the same page. We've had our ups and downs, as everyone has at this point. But overall, they've been coming together. I'm expecting a lot from this guy, Christoph, who this is his 5th year here. One of my first recruits I signed here. So expectations are really high for him, even though he came off sitting out last year due to injury. He's back this year, looking good. Ricardo Sam's another guy that's going to be expected to do a lot. So Jordan Curtis is the 3rd returner who played some last year and will be expected to carry a bigger load this year. So of the returners and the new guys, like I said, I've been on them since day one. even though they're new, they still got an opportunity. They got to compete every day and earn everything. Even with the returners, we're all earning everything. Nothing's going to be given to any of those guys. So they all, so far, been up to the challenge and been competing every day, getting after it. And their expectations from what I've seen are same as mine. They want to compete. The top, only 4 teams make the conference tournament this year, so that's our goal, to get in that mix. I think they've had that mindset so far, and even though with this rough patch of roughly a month off coming back, we got a lot of work to do in roughly 8 days when we come back. So we got to get back, and hopefully they've been doing what they've been able to do, being home with the COVID. And I know some guys have had issues getting in the gym. So I know most have been trying to come back in somewhat shape, which is good to see.
Back to you, Christoph. Like Coach said, you're the only player on the roster with more than 3 years of experience here at Clayton State. So how much have you had to step up this season and be a leader during fall camp?
I wouldn't say much, because in the past I've always been a leader. But this year, my voice is projected more in a way, because everybody looks to me since I've been here for more than 3 years, and I know what to do and how to win in this league as well as coach. And we have standards in place that we all look at every day before practice, after practice, and we know what is expected of us.
And lastly, like Coach said, you missed all of last season with an injury. So how excited are you to be back and getting shots up and ready to play? How excited?
Man, words can't even explain. I've been waiting on this, man. I've been working hard, trying to get back into shape, better shape than I was before, so I can prove to everybody this is where I belong.
All right, well, thank you both for joining me. Looking forward to seeing you both on the court in January.
Awesome. Thank you.